also like to welcome up Ahmad for your award. Okay.
Big round of applause. Yay!
Yes, you sit down. So, I think we're playing musical chairs or something, but a little fun. So we actually have some questions for you first. To begin, in 1 minute, what is CORAlliance for our lovely guests who might not know, and what is one outcome you're most proud of so far?
So CORAlliance, as the name says, has a lot to do with corals, and corals is the center of my life, so to speak. I really love corals, probably more than anything in this world, except my mom maybe. But yeah, we after 15 years of being in the field and attaching corals to degraded areas, we came to a conclusion that it's not leading anywhere. So, you know, that box that you get put in sometimes in life, that really needed to be expanded or forgotten about. So on our agenda now is to come up with a complete new redefinition on how reefs, coral reefs in the ocean will be regenerated, restored, and going from very, very small steps that we did up until now to extreme, ultra-large, and maybe even you can call it industrialized approaches to regenerate them. So that is probably more than a minute, probably, right?
No, that's perfect. So speaking about how you want to industrialize it and everything, are you looking for a certain type of support, or who today do you think could help you or come see you after to help you industrialize and grow this project?
So maybe a bit of context. We worked as an NGO, completely non-profit. You know, like we were so keen on just helping nature and the environment. But that always has been like a bit of a, oh, that's nice. Here's a few $1,000s and go attach some corals, and that really never reached that scale that we need. So this time with CORAlliance, we started a company, a for-profit company, and we hope to tap into bigger pots of money and you know, a bigger network of people who understand the importance of nature, but also want to see a return on investment. And those are exactly the people that we're looking for.
That's amazing. So bringing Antonia into the conversation, what is something big about CORAlliance that has really like resonated with you, that CORAlliance stood out as a company, and could you share a bit on that?
Yeah, thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you also to the Rosenberg Institute for having us. I think it's a great honor. It's really amazing, the organization here, the people are fantastic. So Aki and I, we met actually here at the World Economic Forum. So the Wolf's magic, it does happen. Speak to the people and just connect. And for us, it's not about companies, but it's about people. And with Aki, he's a really special person to IFED, to us, because when he talks about corals, you feel the passion. And it's something that is very seldom. Normally people, they pitch to get money, you know, they do it maybe 1 year, maybe 2, maybe 5, then they leave it, they have the money, they are successful, life is great. But with Aki, it's like, he does it, I mean, he did it for more than 10, 15 years, right, as an NGO, because he thinks that's the right thing to do. And we need more such people like Aki. And the reason why we're giving today this award, and it's actually the first Biodiversity Stewardship Award, so you're a real example how, you know, we want to, as IFED, go into the future. We want more leaders, we want more people who are fantastic, and especially we want more impacts altogether.
That's amazing. We really thank you for being here. I feel honored to be sitting here with you, especially as a youth, but that's what it's all about this week. So I'm going to introduce my two peers. This is Allegra and Rodion, and they are going to be reading the Laudatio for you. And yeah, so you guys can get started.
Hi, so I'm Allegra, this is Rodion, as my friend Elle kindly mentioned. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow stewards of our planet. We live in a world full of uncertainty. Every day we hear about conflicts, crises, and pressures that demand our attention. It is easy to forget the quiet needs that our planet, like forests, oceans, and animals, actually depend on. But even in difficult times, there are people who choose to focus on what really matters. Today, the IFED Biodiversity Stewardship Award of 2026 goes to CORAlliance, and the man whose work inspires it, Ahmad Allahgholi, also known to many of us as Aki. Aki's journey shows that taking care of nature is a choice we make. Even when it's hard, he started his career as international banking with a secure and successful life, and yet he chose a very different life path. One that would take him to the coral reefs under threat, to faraway coastlines and to communities whose lives depend on the ocean. Aki didn't just observe. He rolled up his sleeves, he built boats, restored reefs, gathered scientific data, trained volunteers, and listened carefully to local knowledge. He learned that protection of nature is not abstract. It is personal, demanding, and deeply human. For this experience came Coral Live, a project that showed coral restoration can be strong, scientific, and sustainable. And from that vision grew CORAlliance, an organization that brings people and institutions together to protect reefs around the world.
Through CORAlliance, Aki has led incredible coral restoration projects, growing hundreds of thousands of corals, directing marine science programs, and connecting science, tourism, education, and local communities. Recently, he even developed a new coral spray technology, a practical innovation that would help reefs recover faster and make restoration possible on a much larger scale. What makes Aki special is not only what he builds, but how he works, with humility, persistence, and generosity. The IFED Biodiversity Stewardship Award honors leaders who focus on the long term, even when the world is distracted. And as a young student myself, I am proud to share this honor with him, because his work affects all of us, especially young people such as me. The reefs he restores, the oceans he protects, and the communities he supports will shape the world I and my peers grow up in, and the world our children will inherit. Through CORAlliance and through his quiet determination, Ahmad Allahgholi shows us that caring for the earth is a choice, and that every effort counts. For his vision, courage, and enduring commitment, it is our great honor to present the IFED Biodiversity Stewardship Award 2026 to CORAlliance and to Ahmad Allahgholi, a true steward of our oceans. Congratulations, Aki, and thank you for protecting our planet for us and for generations to come.
We'll take a picture quickly, and then we need some words of wisdom as well. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Before you go, we want to get some words of wisdom from you because you have made such an impact. Do you have anything to share on your award or how you're feeling?
I feel like at the Oscars, like I haven't prepared a speech. Words of wisdom. Well, we've been speaking a lot about the next generation, and that certainly is a big part of my motivation to continue. Obviously, I love nature. I understand that it's very, very important for all of us, but I want the next generation to have the same feelings when I go diving. You know, you dive into this world that is so absolutely fascinating, and I want you guys to experience that too. So that's part of my motivation why I do the job.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Antonia.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.